Good morning, my dear students. Class, today we will do some programs related to list. Now, first program that I have selected, write a program to enter and display all the element of the list. So, class, there are various methods that you have studied while studying the chapter. Now, see, see what we can do. So, my first concept is to enter a list. You know that we have to use eval. If you'll not use eval, then all the means we cannot have a double character, you can say double digit number. We cannot have 28 27. I want to display, I want to save in my list, then I have to use this eval. For single letter it is okay, we can do that without using eval also, but for double letter. Now next is I have just written a statement, that is enter list is x. Now see the output. Simple question. Now the output is I have entered this, and this is my output. Now another method is using a for loop method. You have entered the list by the same method, but if you want to display all the elements separately, so this is the method a in my list is x, a is all the elements. Now you can see the output. This is my input and the output is this. So using for loop also we can get all the element, and direct by direct method also. Now your next program is write a program to initialize a list or enter a list, same thing. Display element present in the even position. So class, method of entering the list is same. Now element in the even position. Suppose this suppose this is my this is my input. Now this is 0 position, I call it a even. This is even, this is even, and this is even. This I want to display. As you can see the output. Now what we will do for it, I have used the method first of all, and I have entered the list. After that I have counted the length of it. This is just a message. Now 0 to length. Suppose I enter 5 element, then value of length will be 5. So 0 to 5 means it will go with the index 0 to 4. So, and the gap of 2 to means 0 index element will display, then 2 index, then 4 index, then 6 index. If I have more than this elements as according to the entered element. Now after that I have simply used the display method. In display method we have to give x, that is list name, and a, that is the index, and index will vary as according to this for loop. So in this 0 position, then 2 position, then 4 position, then 6 position, till there it will get display. Now same program is for odd positions, so you try this yourself. Now write a program to find the sum of the element of the list of integers. I have a list of integers, or we have to enter. So after entering the list of integer, we have to find the sum of it. That's the question. So entering the list, same method to count the length of the list. After that 0 to the length and gap of 1, because every element is to be get sum up. In previous it was the odd position or even position, so we need to have a gap of 2 but here simply we will run a for loop from 0 to the length. Now value of a is the for the first time is 0. 0 will get sum up with sum we have to take 0 because 0 is the identity for sum. If we add any number to 0, suppose 2, then it will result 2 only. So first initially we have to give the value of sum. Similarly for product if you want to find, then product should be 1 because 1 multiply any number will result that number only. Now finally it will run a for loop from 0 position to the length minus 1 and it will go by step 1 1. So simple question it is. You have done this in starting basic programs of for loop but not by the list. So in the list I have entered these elements. Now the sum of these, if you'll find, it is 11 only. So this is the thing. Next is to find the product. Write a program to initialize a list of integer and find the product. So same as the previous one question, you try it yourself. Next question, write a program to initialize the list of integer and display all the odd elements. Like this is my list and this is the odd. This is odd number, this is odd number, this is odd number. Here it is not they are not talking about the odd position, they are talking about the element, odd element. So this is odd element, so all odd element will get display. So for that what we will do, this we have to write to enter, this is to count, this is not needed, it is extra thing. So next is from 0 to the last and gap of 1 1. Now if you remember, for odd we know number should be, if it is divisible by 2, then remainder should come 0 1, sorry, remainder should come 1. For odd, for even it should come 0. So when for loop will run, value of a will come 0. In 0 position it will be checked whether it is odd or even. If it is odd, then display. For even, no, nothing to do for that. So first element that I have entered is odd only. It is it will be checked whether it is odd or not by the mod method. 13 mod 2 will result 1. So it's odd number, it will get display. Similarly this will be even, so it will not get display. It will odd, so it will get display. So as accordingly it will work. Next is for even element. As the previous question was for odd, this is for the even element. So this is your homework to do. Now next question is little different from all these questions. I want to initialize a list or enter a list, and I want to store the same value same in another list in reverse order. Suppose I have a list 1 comma 2. I want to form another list with value 2 comma 1. This is list L1, suppose mine, this is L2. So class, see the output. First, if I have entered this list, this is my first list, and the another list to be saved is Y I have taken, and it will save the element in the reverse order. Very important program. So first of all, enter a list, then length, then new list I have taken as empty list. Now running a for loop from back to the -1 position, that is last to 0 position, and gap of -1 means, suppose this is 1 2 and 3, length is 3, it will go from 2 to length -1, that is 2, from second index, then 1 index, then 0 index, and it will go less than this, so that less than this is 0, as according to this order less than this, because length minus 1 is 2, then 1, then 0. Minus 1 will not come, it will go till 0 only. And the method to add element to a list is, now it is the append method. So I want to add element in the last position to this. This is not needed, and this is also not needed in this. I have not used that method. So only append, and finally I have displayed all both the elements. So class, this is very important program. Cut these two lines. This is not needed. So till here you will do. I will give you some more questions to practice. That's all class.